just before we do hop straight into this series, during like the first 5 episodes of this reaction, my microphone was set to my webcam instead of my normal microphone. So I'm just gonna sound really weird for the first 5 episodes. I just wanted to let you guys know that. So just get into the video. And yeah, I really do hope you enjoy. So, a long while ago, I made this video watching this Undertale Analog Horror, and oh boy, I can't believe how good it was. I really enjoyed the universe, and it really was freaky at times, and even disturbed me to the point where I actually just walked out of the room. And I've been on the eye for a new analog horror for Undertale, but nothing really piqued at my interest. Well, a little while ago, I was just on YouTube and I happened to stumble across this video. And immediately I knew that this was an analog horror, and with that number, I decided to click on the channel to see if there was anything. And oh boy, I would find all of this. And oh boy, I am really excited to check this out. So what's poppin', everyone? It's your boy Phantom, and welcome to Flower Cavity. This is a brand new Undertale Analog Horror series that I'm really excited to see how they go ahead and do it, what they're gonna change and everything. And yeah, and really, the only thing else, like, from Flower Cavity, like, what, I'm just gonna open my mouth and... Is that really gonna be my intro? Yeah, I think it is. But we're just gonna hop straight into the first vlog, and if you do enjoy this and would like to see more of this series, yeah, I think I know exactly what to do. But let's get it!
Testing. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. This is Dr. Alphys, head royal scientist of Monsterkind, reporting my observations. On 10th of June, year 2000... It's been a week since the last fallen human has been delivered to my lab for testing. I decided that this situation is worth documenting professionally. It's all incredibly strange, even for me. There's something really unusual about the way they move. They're slow, but not sluggish. It's more like deliberate, like they know exactly where they're going every time, but they don't always respond. They don't really seem all that aware of where they are. I've tried speaking to them. Sometimes they blink, sometimes they don't. They just stare, like they're looking right through me. And never mind, I run tests like I always do. Basic vitals, blood work, disease screenings, just to be thorough. And, well, everything came back negative. No infections, nothing to match the level of trauma I was expecting based on the state in which they've, gotten here. I don't know what I expected, but I guess I was fooling myself, wasn't I? After all, even though they continue to move,
not too paranoid though.
They still have no heartbeat.
Oh. Dude, I was just like, oh, that hit. They still... Oh. Dude, I didn't think it was gonna happen that fast. I already just felt shivers go down, like, oh, that... Oh. That's so interesting. So, it seems like there's like this... Something is wrong with Frisk, obviously, since Alphys just talked about it. And Alphys did like a bunch of like tests, I guess, and they all came back negative, but they don't have a heartbeat. That's... Ooh. Oh, that hit already, bro. And also, by the way, the description said, like, terrible voice acting, and I'm like, where?
Like I said, it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Their soul is shattered. I had it
Whoa.
secured, but it's still very much shattered. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Dr. Alphys, why haven't you told the king yet? We can't tell Asgore. I mean, not yet. He's not well. Hasn't been for a while. He's barely been outside of the throne room. I've heard he's not speaking to anyone. Not even the guards, not even Undyne, not even me. If he finds out that the last human, our last hope to destroy the barrier is already gone, he'll just give up. He'll stop trying, and we can't let that happen. We need him. The underground needs a king, especially during such trying times.
Especially during the last Analog Horror. Oh my god, bro. Like, that just flashed back to, like, oh my god. Guys, if you want to watch what I'm talking about, you can either go watch the original series for yourself, watch my video on it, or watch anybody else's. I don't really care which you pick. But yeah. So even Asgore is being, like, affected with this. This is very interesting so far, and I'm quite liking this.
So I'm going to keep this a secret. For now. Just until I have something useful. Until I have at least some suggestions on how to make this right. I'll study the human, monitor their soul, what's left of it, try to understand everything. Anything. Maybe there's a way to reverse this. Reconstruct the soul.
Alphys, just look at it. I don't think that thing's gonna be constructed. Not without your realist super... bro, I don't know if they have that in this universe. What would the Gorilla Super Glue be in for the underground? Like, what would it be called? It wouldn't be called Gorilla, because, you know, obviously. I'm very interested. I want to know what you guys think.
Maybe it's not too late. Clearly, there's something to at least consider. Maybe. I'll keep them here. In isolation. Quiet. No one else can know. I'll make sure to update soon. End of vlog 1.
Vlog? I thought this was vlogs. End of vlog 1, bro. Like, oh. Why? Why is this happening? How are you still alive? I don't understand. I'm trapped. I can't go back. I can't find my save file. It's all gone. I don't have enough. I'm just
Make it
get the freak off my screen now. Alright, so that was already pretty interesting. I already said like most of my thoughts, but yeah, it seems that there's something very much wrong with this. Well, first of all, their soul is shattered, and yet they're still alive. They can still speak, which, you know, honestly is kind of concerning. But yeah, and Asgore was like sick. Maybe this is like a sickness. But then why did Alph's disease thing go off? I don't know. But I have a strange feeling with the name of the series. I think we all know who's probably going to be involved with this somehow. But yeah, let's just go on to log 2. Now I have a strange feeling that we're just going to have to I'll have to pause, wait, like talk. Because it doesn't seem like the descriptions have, like, stuff to read. But yeah, let's just go on to log 2 and see what's happening. Hopefully nothing bad happens.
Log 2. June 13th, year 2000.
Oh, I forgot subtitles.
This is, Dr. Alphys again, continuing the documentation of the 7th fallen human. Who is, still here. Still in the True Lab, still, Still doing that weird thing where they breathe, but their lungs don't really move right, or at all. I mean, they move, but not right. I'll get to that. Anyway, it's been...
Dude, I can't. There's no way I'd be able to show this in the video, cause webcam. But bro, that entire thing of what Alphys was talking about actually starting to get my eyes to water. Just like the lungs, dude. That is like, like, oh my god. Cause like with like uncanniness, it can be terrifying. But like honestly, like uncanny faces are like kind of just really overused. But that is like stepping it up like from here to like here. Cause oh my. Cause just how she described it was Drew. That hit. I'm already enjoying this so much, and we're only like 44 seconds into the second
10 days
vlog.
since Undyne brought them here. A whole 10 days. And I still don't know what's really happening. I've uncovered the footage from the cameras, like I said I would. Well, I will. I will go through all of it soon. I mean, there's
That's
a lot,
good.
and I got kind of sidetracked and busy, you know,
Really,
tending
Alphys?
to other things.
All the
Undyne brought them in on the 3rd. I didn't even know someone had fallen, not until she...
Ooh, this is open.
Okay, come on, Alphys. Chronological order. So,
Alright.
Undyne showed up with them, covered in blood, barely standing, and she was troubled. Deeply troubled. Almost disturbed. I've never seen her like that before. I sat her down
You
to
know
talk,
it's bad when
tried to
Undyne's
be,
like that.
you know, calm and scientific, but I was just shaking the whole time, because I should have known that a human has fallen, and I didn't. I disregarded checking the cameras lately, and she told me... She said she fought them, like she normally would, but the attack felt like she was just hitting something already dead. Said it was like stabbing a corpse. And then they just kept coming. Not dodging, not blocking, just walking. Slowly.
Dude.
Towards her. And then they reached into their pocket. Undyne said she thought maybe a knife or a weapon or even a stick, something. But instead they showed her their soul.
Oh.
Or what was left of it. Just broken to pieces, like
It is,
like
bro.
someone dropped it and tried to scoop it up in their hands. And I didn't believe her at first.
Bro, they're just like holding like, oh crap, dude. To be quite honest with you guys, I didn't sleep at all last night. So I'm just like, a weird thing when I like do that is for some odd reason I'm like stuttering. I don't know why, but like my gestures, like you can't see it because I'm losing a lot of energy right now because it's like slowly depleting. But typically, for some reason, when I don't sleep the previous night, I like gesture more. I'm like more. For some reason, I have a lot more energy, even though I don't, because I feel tired and all that. And I'm thinking that it's not gone, and I'm actually still doing it. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, dude, I'm actually gonna like crash.
I mean, come on, right? That's not possible. So don't do that. They either exist or they don't.
Yeah.
But then I looked at them and I saw it for myself. Their soul was shattered, and it's still here, still reacting.
Whoa. We got some reading to do. Soul type human. Frisk. State shattered. Magic level unknown. Manifestation date. Approximately 12 years. So that's like how they age. Trait determination percent. Age 0. Condition unrepairable.
Still glowing faintly. Still existing when it shouldn't.
Yeah.
But they're dead. Their body is dead. They don't have a heartbeat. Not even a weak one. Not a single beat in 10 days. I made sure to keep track. The human is dead. They should be gone, and yet they move. They breathe, they see me, they react, but they're not alive. Undyne said she didn't know what else to do.
I can't
Said
tell.
fighting them felt like kicking over a grave. Like they're...
Dude, I'm gonna say this again, that concept is terrifying. Like it's genuinely giving me like chills because it's just so creepy to think about that. It's like so creepy to think that like I hope I'm not the only one because this is just it just hits different, bro.
there wasn't anything left to fight. Why would she fight them in the first place? There's something that's too broken to fix. So she just picked them up, carried them here, and dropped them into my lap. And I said, stupidly, we have to tell Asgore. Yeah, real smart, Elvis. Everyone heard just how bad Asgore is.
I can't get over. So I'm guessing that these are auto captions. So I have to like when I'm reading these, I have to refrain from not laughing. It's not at this. This is actually like scaring me. But the auto captions sometimes just I have no idea what they're on about. But why did they just call Alphys Elvis? Dude. Is there only yeah, there's only auto generated. I hope later in the series they do like custom like text because the thing with me is I could just listen to it, but I know I'll probably miss something and you guys probably want to read.
Been doing lately. Undyne stopped me immediately. Rightfully so. Said she'd seen him. Said he looked bad. He's already barely holding on. And if we told him that the final soul, the final human, is already gone.
Yeah.
So that's why I decided to not tell him, like I've said before. I told her I would try to find a way to fix the soul, to put it back together. I mean, I'm the real scientist. That's my job, right? Try. Fix things. Make things right. Undyne said she'd stay with me. Keep an eye on the human, and on me, I think. I said that it's unnecessary. Didn't want to bother her, but honestly, I'm so glad she's here. I don't think I'd be sleeping without her around.
Yeah.
The humans, quiet, mostly. They don't talk, they just look, watch. Sometimes I swear they're copying me, like my movements and stuff. It's weird.
Bro.
I don't know what they are anymore. What do they even qualify as at this point? Neither a monster nor a human, just a corpse. But I know they aren't gone. Not entirely. And I have to try to fix this somehow. I have to. I just can't help but feel like I've stumbled into something very, very interesting.
Dude, I'm so fucking brain rotted. I see when other people react to stuff like this, they will get this. Like people who don't know a lot about Undertale and just came for the analog horror. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm just so fucking brain rotted, bro. At this point, I'm cooked. Like, throw me out, bro, because I can't hear that sentence anymore without, you know who popping up.
End of luck, too.
Ooh. Oh my god, is this gonna happen every
Energizer
time?
Max. Outlast Duracell power boost by 10%. No fluff, just facts. Now powered by enhanced energy.
Alright, here we go with vlog 3. We're just gonna have to hop straight into this. Well, actually, I forgot that I was supposed to do kind of talk. So, but honestly, like, log 2 was just like, log 2 was kind of that, like, timeline of events of how, from to log 1. And honestly, it just told us, Undying game, you know, all of that. It was very self-explanatory, that one, so I don't really think I can theorize much more. Besides, well, the copying movements thing, oh no. The mimic. I thought I escaped it. I'm not doing the secret ending. I am not forcing myself through all that pain. I don't know why I had to say that. I just have the mimic pop in my head. Now, I'm gonna try my best to react to all of this while this day, because, you know, like I said, I did not sleep the previous night, so I am still feeling really tired. Like, I can feel it. It's like this sense of something hovering over me, and which is tiredness. But I at least want to react to up to log 10 at max. But if I make it there and I don't feel any worse, yeah. But we're just gonna have to do this. Sorry for yapping.
Hi again. This is Dr. Alphys, recording log 3, June 15th, year 2000. 12 days since the human was brought into the lab. The subject, the human, is still not showing any signs of improvement. No physical recovery, no behavioral stabilization. I mean, not that I expected a miracle or anything, but I just thought maybe something would change, regardless if for better or for worse. They can talk. I know they can. They told me their name. Risk.
Oh.
That was
That's how
3 days ago, maybe 4. I forgot to mention it.
But we did hear Frisk
It was
talking.
the only time they've spoken directly to me. Since then, nothing. Just silence. And when I ask them questions, sometimes they will nod or blink, but most of the time they just look at me or past me. Or worse, they look right through me. Undyne's been hanging around until today. She left this morning, said she needed to go home, take a break. And I can't blame her.
Yeah.
She's been really on edge around Frisk. I mean, I've never seen her so unsettled.
I mean, bro, if you saw a walking corpse, not like a zombie, but it was just like a walking corpse, you would be terrified. I swear, anybody who says Michael Afton is chill, I'm actually gonna crash. We're not bringing FNAF into this. I know you say, but you technically just did. Well, I'm just saying, I better not see anything.
Talk about it directly, but I know what's bothering her. It's the way they just stare, take hits, don't even blink. They didn't flinch, didn't cry, didn't run. Even when they received multiple lethal injuries, even before their battle with Undyne, they still didn't back down. They just looked at her. I ran some more scans. Tried
Whoa. So we get to read up on this. Let's get it. So, observations of the seventh fallen human Frisk. Multiple penetrating wounds to the cavity. Yeah, Alphys, could you please make it easier for us to read? The human Oh no, I'm already feeling tired, aren't I? The human exhibits several deep stab wounds traversing the whatever and abnormal abdominal region, some with signs of organ and internal bleeding, no closure or dude, I can't. I'm depressed skull fracture with cerebral contusion. Dude, I'm not reading the rest of this, bro. It'd just be me like, what? Oh, lacerations across all. Oh, no evidence of natural healing.
Healing them for magic. Tried feeding them. Even just warm tea. Nothing works. Their body, it won't respond at all. No regeneration, no healing.
Doesn't have a soul?
They've got 0 HP. Hold on, let me just pull this up.
Risk.
I don't know if they feel pain. I hope they don't. Because if they do, that means they're just suffering silently. And that's... Sometimes they hurt themselves. Like, they poke at wounds, dig their fingers into cuts. And I needed to help me pry their hands away from themselves. It's like they're testing themselves.
No, did they touch? Well, I guess Undying did touch Risk, so I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's spreading, if that's what Asgore's infected with. Oh no, that'd be bad for Asgore, because, they all are praying and hoping on him.
Searching for something inside of their own body.
Dude, what? I swear I am not overreacting with this stuff, because it's just that the thought of this is just so creepy. Oh, no.
Sometimes I think they don't even know where they are. They will space out completely. Like
for real?
Like they leave the room mentally.
I sometimes do.
You can snap, wave, yell, and they don't even
blink. Not to that level.
They come back and it's like nothing happened at all. But then they will start copying you. Like sometimes when I tilt my head, they will tilt theirs. I picked up a pen once and they just mimicked emotion. And I know this sounds crazy, but somehow it's kind of endearing. Like watching a baby bird or a glitchy robot trying to be human. Then they turn and...
No, that glitchy robot thing trying to be... Oh, no. That's... I guess that's... That? Not Metaton. I'm supposed to hit a Metaton.
Stare at me and... I've locked the other monster patients in the pack wing. I can't risk them being discovered by Frisk or Undyne. I don't know how they would react. Undyne still doesn't know, after all. No one knows. If anyone finds out, everyone will hate me.
That same hatred. Frisk can't help
I've been
you with
keeping
that
Frisk's
now.
soul fragments in a high containment field. Stable temperature. Active scan pulses and nothing. No fusion, no realignment, not even a twitch. It's just a bunch of glowing soul shards. And sometimes, when I'm looking at them through the scope, I feel like they're looking back. I know that's not scientific. I can't explain it. I just feel it.
That feeling would be
Anyway,
horrible.
Frisk is staying in room 3B. It's a confinement room with glass walls, so I can observe them without needing to get into direct contact with them. Undyne helped me move one of the beds inside, but most of the time they don't even, sleep. At all, actually. Anyway, I check on them every few hours. I don't sleep much, either. Undyne's gone now, so it's just me. And them. I'm a bit scared.
Who wouldn't be?
End of vlog 3.
Ooh, I'm really getting into this series. Now, I'm actually pretty excited for this next one because, as you can see here with the thumbnail, you can barely see it, but Papyrus is in this vlog. Or, I called it a vlog. Dang it, Alpha! From, like, end of vlog 1. But I'm very curious on how other people cook. The other characters. Also, by the way, they say log 4. This time I cooked, boys. Let's see how well you cook, because it's 7 minutes. The longest we've had so far.
This is Dr. Alphys, recording log number 4.
Okay, I'll at least try, like, I'm gonna see how much I can hear of Alphys, and if I can hear, I may go the rest of the series without subtitles, but we'll just try.
June 16th, year 2000.
No, I'll talk over it. I'll just have it on.
I'm okay. I mean,
Nice.
I'm a little shaken, but I'm okay. I had this dream last night. Nightmare, really. And it was probably nothing. I just stress. No big deal, right? I've been checking the camera footage from Snowden and Waterfall, and even though the humans showed no signs of aggression so far, it's still quite haunting to watch them take every single hit. I've barely even gotten past the border of Waterfall, though. I'll continue looking through the footage until I finish it. So, anyway, this morning, Papyrus showed up. Yeah, he just, like, walked in. Said he needed help with something very, very important. I thought maybe it was, about that puzzle I've designed for him in Snowden, but...
Oh, yeah!
No, I was wrong.
Oh, the human?
He was looking for Frisk. He knew. And he said he kept him at his house. For days. Okay, so... I sat him down, and he told me that, Frisk was acting strange from the beginning. They weren't interested in his puzzles, which he found, weird because he's really proud of those. Anyway, so he decided to, fight them? Capture them. Like he always said he would. Capture a human so he can get into the Royal Guard. Undyne told me all about that. It's not unusual for him. But Frisk didn't dodge. They didn't move. They just stood there and took it. We've heard all about it before. And when he tried to use his special attack, the blue one, he saw their soul. Or what's left of it, really. He said it was shattered, like glass, just floating pieces. He stopped fighting them after that. He just decided to be their friend. He made them spaghetti, I think. Tried to feed them. Said it didn't heal anything.
Yeah.
But they stayed. For days. He told me Sans didn't like it. That they argued. I guess Sans saw Frisk too. Before. Near the ruins, I can only assume. He has a station there, after all, if I remember correctly. Papyrus said he was acting weird after that.
Dude, I realized. So the next, image for, the next video is Sans, and he don't be looking too good. Is he infected? Ooh, the judge being infected. Now that's a terrifying thought. No, they don't seem to be aggressive. Like this thing that happened to Frisk, it makes them not, it's strange. But I'm 100% guessing that Alphys will not find anything in Snowden Because I have a very strange feeling, and you probably all guessed it by the title. This probably happened with Flowey.
But one day, Frisk was
What
just
happened? We don't know.
gone. Disappeared. The Papyrus thought they were playing hide and seek for 3 days. I mean, he's sweet, but sometimes he's just very oblivious. He thought it was a game, until he realized it wasn't. He went to Undyne. She didn't tell him anything, I think. He did mention that she was acting strange, though. Anyway, he said he remembered I had cameras set up all around the underground.
So, okay, let's make a note of all the characters that have been acting weird. Well, besides Fritz, because, you know. So, from Log 1, we learned Asgore wasn't acting right. Like, he was sick or something, and that's really all we know. And now in this one, we've learned that both Sans and Undyne are acting strange, which is not a great sign. Which probably tells me that this is infected.
So he decided
Like,
he would.
It's like a disease or something. But it did say, like in the description of like the first one of Log 1, it said this is not like an infection AU. It's not like that.
Pay me a visit and ask if I have seen him anywhere. And I was trying to figure out what to say, and then there was a noise right behind us. Risk was just there, standing right outside of the elevator to the lab, covered in blood. I swear I've never been spooked so badly in my life.
You've clearly never played Nun Massacre. Dude, that game, bro. I'm already having flashbacks from the video that I did on that. Not great times. Not great times. But that was interesting. It's like they become a goner, but they're not. It's like because they can teleport like Clam Girl. I know Sans can teleport, but it's like kind of like a goner, but not.
Didn't even say anything, just looked at us, breathing heavily and shaking. And Papyrus, he just walked up to them, smiling, said he missed them and asked where they have been all this time.
The one thing though, I would really love to like use my Papyrus voice, because I haven't been able to use my Papyrus voice. I, the great Papyrus. Yeah, I haven't been able to use that for a long while, and I guess that's mine.
Lectured them even. I was so shocked at how calm he was. I couldn't even say anything. What shocked me the most, though, was that he just crouched down and spread his arms and asked for a hug, just like that. And oddly enough, the human walked up to him and returned it. I was so scared. Humans are dangerous. Papyrus knows that. What if something happened? What would I tell Sans if... No, I don't even want to think about this.
And then Frisk would be having a real bad time if you know what I'm saying.
I got Frisk cleaned up later. There was glass in their scalp, shards everywhere. The enclosure...
So you told me that Frisk literally saw the glass wall and was like, alright, nah, wall, what wall, and just literally broke. That's hilarious, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but just the image of Chris just bolting through, like, a glass wall is hilarious.
Window was shattered. They must have hit their head against it. over and over until it broke. I've made sure that the entire
My version's more funny. Now you've ruined the joke. My version was really hilarious, just the thought of Frisk just going, like, straight through it, but you had him, it was a little bit more scary.
entirety of True Lab is soundproof, so that explains why I didn't hear the crash. I put them in a different room after that, with reinforced glass.
Yeah.
Papyrus promised not to tell anyone. He said he trusts me to fix it, to fix the human. He said I'm smart, that I'll make it right. He's really sweet, just so oblivious. But maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. But I'll update soon. Hopefully. End of log 4.
And we're back for vlog. Wait. There's more at the end. I think that was a picture of Mount Ebbet. The underground is in my screen. I couldn't get out. I couldn't die. I could only go back and keep going. I couldn't stay on track. But maybe this time, things will change. Ooh. Well, I just want to thank everyone that's been leaving subs and kind words in the comments. It really motivates me a lot and it motivates me endlessly. I'm very happy I can hopefully continue to deliver good stuff for you guys. Well, I wonder how they're going to react when they find out that someone reacted to this incredible series. But, right, so this is very interesting. What is Frisk doing? Like, does Frisk know what they're doing? Are they even... Is the only thing they are still in control of their voice? Or, like, they can talk? Well, they can talk, but they just talk in their mind. What's that dialogue? Maybe this time things will change. Talk about, like, the previous resets? And it's, like, this time it's different? Anyway, yeah, let's go over to log 5 where the guy appears. Excited to do you.
Log 5. Hi again. It's been,
Hi, Albus.
I updated this yesterday, didn't I? I kind of, lost track. Dr. Alf is reporting on 17th of June, year 2000. The human is still here. Still, intact. Sort of.
Good? Well, yeah.
Anyway,
obviously.
Sans came over today. Just showed up. No warning, no notes, just... Hey, Alf, wanna get some ice cream? Like...
Hey, Al, wanna get some ice cream? I had to do it. I can't. Like, the fact that it was a specific quote, I had to do it. I just had to.
totally casual. But... he wasn't acting casual. I know him. We used to work together, after all. He's always, like, laid back, but this time it was weird. He wouldn't look at me, for one. He didn't even wait for me to answer, really. It just started walking like I was already coming along. I guess I needed a break, so I went. For the past 2 weeks, it feels like I've been doing nothing but trying to figure everything out. So I went. The human was in the reinforced glass confinement, so I felt like I could afford to leave the lab for a little bit. So me and Sans went and grabbed some ice cream. I know it was probably a matter of time, but I still got a bit spooked when he asked me how Frisk is doing. Like he already knew. And, well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, Papyrus, even though I don't know him that well, I think it should be pretty safe to say that he's not a great liar. He probably can't keep secrets very well, especially from his own brother. And Sans sees everything. He's very perceptive, so yeah. So, he asked about Frisk, and I trust him, so I told him a little bit. Not everything, just the basics.
Okay, I thought I had my name called, but by the way, I can feel my energy sapping right now, so I'm gonna try my best to finish up this series. Like, I'm just gonna say, if I don't feel like by the end of log 10, I will just finish
that
the rest
they are here,
today.
that I'm studying them and stuff. And then he just shrugged, like he already knew. Like he was just waiting for me to say it. Then he said I could ask him questions. He, spent some time around the human when they were passing through Snowden. Said they even stayed over for a bit, which does match what I've heard from Papyrus yesterday. Which is, yeah, he didn't like that very much. But Papyrus is too kind to let a human freeze outside, so... Anyway, I asked him what he meant, and he said the moment he saw them, the human, he knew something was wrong. Not just the injuries, though, he did mention those. When he shook their hand, he said it felt like greeting a corpse. He said they didn't react. Not at all. No blink, no flinch, no words, just empty. And he tried to warn Papyrus, but you know, Papyrus. So, all in all, based on everything I've gathered so far, from numerous testimonies from monsters and the camera footage, it seems that the human received their devastating injuries before exiting the ruins. And, that's why it's strange, because other than small, mildly dangerous monsters there's only the former queen. No one's seen her in years, so... And that's just my theory, but maybe... she's the one behind Frisk's mutilation. Maybe, after so many years in isolation, she became mad. Like I said, it's just my theory. It can be totally wrong. It's probably wrong. Because then it would be either that or Frisk must have died on impact during the fall to the underground. Since I mentioned before that they have serious...
That could also be it, because there's also the golden flowers through the fault in the underground. So, yeah.
lethal head injuries. Anyway, I told Sans that Frisk seemed harmless. Didn't want to stress him out. And it wasn't a lie, either. I mean, I watched the footage. Most of it. They didn't attack anyone. Not once. And Sans just went quiet. Eerily so. I feel like he's not telling me everything. But eventually he just shrugged and said he's been keeping an eye socket out or something. But it still felt wrong. He asked me to not let Papyrus near them again. I agreed. I mean, yeah. Moving past all that, I think I figured out why the human's body hasn't decayed. It's probably the ambient concentration of monster magic in the underground, paired with their own leftover determination. Yeah, that sounds right. I've studied the remains of the two humans who fell before Frisk a while ago, truthfully. I was just starting off as a scientist back then, but it's safe to say that nothing has changed till today. their bodies are still intact. No signs of decomposition, even after years. I remember Asgore kept them in coffins. Souls stored, bodies preserved. The plan was to return the bodies if we ever broke the barrier to their families for proper burials. At least that's what I've heard.
That seems like a
But
good plan.
Frisk is different. None of the others moved. None of the others got up. They just stayed dead. I ran every test I could. Parasites, foreign, soul influence, cordyceps, nothing. Nothing at all. So, that remains a mystery. I'm not giving up. I can't. I'm the royal scientist. I have to fix this. I will fix this. I hope I can fix this.
Alright, Alphys.
End of log 5.
Hi guys, we are back, and yes, you can hear my microphone is fixed. I'm so weirded why my microphone thing was broken, or why my device default wasn't my microphone. That was strange. But yeah, we are back. I did sleep, guys, don't worry. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna be having a lot more energy this time around, and yeah. But let's go on to, I almost called it a vlog again. Alphys episode 1 really just keeps making me say vlog instead of vlog instead of vlog. But yeah, let's see what happens. I still remember a lot of stuff that happened, so yeah, let's just get
Hello
straight
again.
into it. Hi,
It's
Alphys. Give me
Alphys
that
recording
subtitles.
the 6th vlog on June 23rd, year 2000. It's been a few days since the last one.
Oh,
I've
what
been
happened?
busy running tests, monitoring Frisk, observing some unusual behavior. Nothing dangerous, not exactly, just odd. So, yesterday, the human walked up to me after morning observation and handed me a golden flower from one of the pots I've kept in the lab, I think.
No.
Leftover ones from...
Bro, I'm thinking right now that that is not something Alpha should do. I have a very bad feeling that this like flower thing, flower has been really like, with the series name being Flower Cavity and everything, I don't think that this would be a good idea. I just have a feeling that Frisk doesn't know, but I feel like Frisk is accidentally going to be spreading this. If this is spreadable, but I think it is because Asgore's sick and Sans and Undying are acting weird. I think it really is a sickness that can spread. But yeah, let's just continue.
determination experiments. I haven't touched those pots in
That's
forever.
even worse.
Anyway, I've documented a bunch of strange events,
Like what?
behavioral anomalies,
Oh.
just a few recordings. I'll play them in order.
Oh,
We
can see-
passed a mirror in the east hallway. Frisk suddenly stopped and stared at it for like a minute.
Oh,
Didn't
despite
move,
everything?
Didn't speak. I've tried calling for them, waving a hand before their eyes. Nothing. Then suddenly, they reached out and touched the surface of the mirror. Then they looked over their shoulder, as if there was something else in the reflection right behind them. It left me a little rattled.
Yeah.
Sans came over again.
Oh.
He brought us and Frisk a hot dog each. Said it was pointless since they couldn't heal, but he did it anyway. He said it with a smile, but I don't think he did it out of kindness necessarily. And never mind. When we got down to the lab, Frisk was sitting up straight on their bed, waiting, like they knew we were coming. he put the hot dog on their head because they were reaching for it, and then they just smiled for the first time ever.
Oh!
They said another one, motioning to their head, like it was some kind of a joke. A joke I didn't get, but I feel like
Alphys.
Sans did. I don't think he found it funny though. And then he just changed the subject. Risk
Interesting.
refused to come out of their confinement today. I called Undyne to help, but when she came in and tried to pick them up, Risk just grabbed her hand. It was so sudden, I got a bit spooked. And Undyne too, I think. And they just moved it towards their own neck, with that look, like they were asking her to... No, never mind. Undyne looked stunned. She still helped me, move them to the testing room. Even though she tried to laugh it off and play it cool, she seemed unsettled.
Yeah,
I'm
who
not
wouldn't?
sure if it's a good idea for her to visit at this point. Papyrus visits a lot. He often drags Sans along with him.
Come on, brother, let's go see the human! Alright, bro. Guess we'll do it. Sorry, I had to. Like I said, I love doing these guys' voices. Flowey's my favorite to do, but I like doing these two voices.
Since Sans only allows him to see Frisk when he's around in case anything happens. He's trying to stay positive. I gave Frisk some crayons a few days ago since I figured they might be bored while in their confinement. They drew something for Papyrus. It drew us, actually. A happy little doodle. Me, Papyrus, Sans, Undyne, and them. It was oddly cute until I saw Sans looking at it. He looked, uncomfortable. It's admittedly a funny look on someone usually so laid back.
Yeah.
I still think he's not telling me everything.
Yeah, Sans typically doesn't do that.
They escaped again. I have no idea how. The confinement was fine. No signs of damage, not even a crack. It's like they just opened it and walked out. Or like...
Oh god, I forgot my McDonald's! Hang on, I gotta... let me just... there's the code. There we go. We gotta go. I hope you guys are enjoying, like, these little skits that I'm starting to do. I want to, like, bring, like, some more, like, humor to my, like, videos. They don't have to be funny, but they could just be, like, stuff like that. And I'm really trying to, like, bring them into my videos. Because... Or else it'd just be me, like, so serious all the time. Like, who wants that? You want me to be like, oh my god, how do they escape? They need to be locked by 30,000 glass doors and, well, don't even give them a door. Like, you want me to be, like, all serious? That's not me. Dude, and also, now the skits will sound great because I have audio. Or proper sounding audio. So, that's the most interesting thing to me, though. Is that Frisk is trying to, like, gets out, but doesn't... It's like they're trying to either continue their journey, or they just are trying to get out to go do something. I don't know. It's quite curious. Also, I'm sorry that most of my reactions are like, what? Okay. Because I don't really know how else I can react to, like, without, like, talking over people.
Like, someone else open it for them. I was panicking.
Gaster, are you serious, bro? You're supposed to stay in the void. You're not supposed to be... You know what'd be hilarious, though? If Flowey's just, like, sitting in their mouth the entire time, and he just, like, let me... Hang on. Hey, Frisk, don't worry. Your old friend Flowey can just open the door for you. There. Now I'm gonna go back inside your mouth, Frisk. I almost did the yeah from Papyrus. I'm supposed to, yeah.
Until I found them with the other patients,
Oh, the
sitting,
amalgamates.
petting them. And when they looked at me, I don't know how to explain it. It felt like they were asking me if they were going to end up like them. I put an extra lock on the door to their confinement, but does it even make any difference at this point?
I don't know.
I caught a glimpse of another drawing. 8
Oh.
figures, each with a different colored human soul. I asked them what they were drawing, and they actually answered. I got a bit spooked since it seems to take a lot to get Frisk to reply verbally. They said something like, they talk to me sometimes. I didn't know how to respond. I still don't. What if the other children are still aware, still conscious, trapped in their coffins, unable to move, like trapped in some sort of terrifying sleep paralysis, kept conscious by the residue monster energy in the underground? What if Frisk is just the only one who could get up? I don't want to think about this. So I let Frisk interact with their soul shards again. Nothing happened for hours.
So that's interesting that Frisk say that the other souls talk to them. And I do know that in this series they call Frisk him, and honestly, if I get it. It's your own universe. You can have genders be what you want, and that part, like, I feel like I don't know why. I just kind of feel like some Undertale fans get bothered by that and feel like no, Frisk is not a boy. But honestly, it's their own universe. They can do whatever they want. It's literally a different universe. They don't have to follow the same rules as Undertale. But that's interesting. So, are they like, but are they like, kind of like how Chara is in like a ghost? And can like go, no, but I don't think they can. I don't know. Very interesting. Maybe they can become ghosts in this
must
universe.
have
I don't know.
dozed off at some point. But when I woke up, they'd moved the shards, like a puzzle, like they were trying to put themselves back together. When I came in, they just looked at me and said, almost done. No improvement have been noted. The pieces glow, but there's no fusion, no stability, no progress.
Also, looks like most of the soul's missing.
The soul defies identity. With it broken,
Something very interesting that I've noticed is I was looking at the pieces and I realized that they don't line up. There's missing parts. Their soul is broken and is missing pieces. Because when I'm looking at it, I realize that there's parts are missing. It's not all there. Because not all the pieces connect to each other. And it just looks like that even if you put it all together, it wouldn't be right, if you know what I'm trying to get at.
Human doesn't have a stable self. They echo people. They mimic. They forget pain, forget memories. Emotions don't stick. They just float. Like they're barely even real anymore. I've tried everything. Every method, every theory. Nothing's working. I'm running out of ideas.
Oh no.
End of log 6.
Ooh, that was a pretty long one. We got like 3 7-minute ones, like back to back. But now we're officially moving on to a 5-minute one. So yeah, I'm really like the thing I was talking to my because sometimes what I do is yes, I'll admit it, like sometimes I like talk to myself and kind of like talk to myself like it's a YouTube video. I don't respond to myself, but it's just something that I do because I just sometimes just say like I say it in my head all the time, but sometimes I just want to talk out loud and I'll just do that. And something I was like I think about the series is I really love how like into the series you can get like from like I think from log 1 you can get like immersed in this world like easily. And I really like how they're giving the monsters like personalities and focusing on the monsters and not just being like an outside thing. And there's rarely glitches. It's just like it's so authentic. Like it's not like a typical analog horror, which I'm really fond of. Now, I think that's Metaton right there. So I think Metaton's our next one in. And we have exactly 10 videos left. We have reached that 10-minute mark. Alphas needs a break? Most definitely.
Log 7. It's Dr. Alphys. Today is the 25th of June, year
What's that
2020.
Alphas, you don't sound too good.
I don't even know where to start. Everything went so wrong.
Whoa, oh no.
I just went out to get some supplies from the MTT resort. That's all. Just a few things from the nearest shop. Just for a little bit. 10 minutes,
no.
maybe 15. Since I went by the elevator. And I
This
thought I
music,
locked the
though.
lab. I thought I disabled the entrance, but I didn't.
Did they get out?
When I came back and took the elevator down, Metaton was there. He probably came over to ask me when his body will be finished. I haven't...
Metaton, oh no, I just realized, because... So, something else that is really interesting, that this is a pacifist route technically, but Frisk hasn't been able to change their lives. And this is before, and obviously so Frisk can't, like, you know, get Metaton, do the fight with Metaton. So Metaton's still on that human killing thing.
been working on it at all, after all, ever since Frisk showed up. And he was in the true lab, and he saw Frisk. They got out of their confinement, again! No. And Metaton, he was just staring at them. Just staring. He didn't say anything. He looked frozen. If I didn't know better, I'd say that his batteries just ran out. And when he finally looked at me, I swear I've never seen him look at me like that. Like I'm awful. Like he didn't recognize me. Like I'm...
Ooh. Like I'm him. That hit really good. Oh. That hit. And I don't know if this series ever is gonna get, like, if it's always gonna be, like, auto captions, so... I don't know, but we'll find out.
He grabbed my shoulders and he just asked me what was going on. He looked like he wanted to believe it wasn't what he thought it was. So, I told him. I told him everything. That a human fell and got delivered to my lab in this state, with their soul shattered, their body showing no signs of life. That I didn't do this, I didn't cause it, but I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying. He didn't say anything for a while. He just looked at the human. and they were just standing there still, not saying a word, not blinking, with that look, the one that just goes right through you, goes right through me. And he said I need to tell Asgore. But I can't! I told him I can't! The soul is shattered! This wasn't supposed to happen! Asgore can't know until I fixed it! I begged Metaton to understand. I asked him to help me, to help keep Frisk contained, to watch them when I can't. I can't keep doing this alone. I can't be awake all the time.
Yeah, Alphys, you need a break.
He didn't answer. He just looked at me, like I betrayed him, like I wasn't who he thought I was. He said that he thought we were friends, and that I could tell him anything. And we are! I was just... I tried to tell him, but just... He just shook his head. Said he couldn't look at this thing today. But he'd be back tomorrow, because he can see that I look exhausted. But he still looked so disappointed. Metaton was always there for me when I needed him. We're so close, and I trust him so much. And yet I never even told him of the existence of the true lab. I was so scared that when I was done with his body, he'll stop being my friend. That's why it takes me so long to finish it, really. I'm so selfish. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing anymore. I keep telling myself I'm helping, that I'm trying to fix everything. But what if I'm just making it worse? What if I will make it worse, like with the other patients? What if I am a terrible person?
You're not Alphys. Also, by the way, I have to mention, in Vlog 1, in the description, it said, sorry for terrible voice acting, or with terrible voice acting. I could feel the emotions in Alphys there. I could just feel how she's feeling, and it's... Wow, I really am loving this series so much. It is such a great thing. This is... I will state that this is genuinely the best Undertale Analog Horror, just because... I don't know how to describe it, but it's just so captivating. I'm so into this series. I'm so into this lore. I'm loving how these characters are acting. I'm loving how this world is being built up. I'm loving all of it. I'm loving it so much. This deserves so much recognition. This should not be like 700 views. This should be like 100,000 at most, or at the very least should have 100,000. 400 subscribers is not doing this justice. This is so good. I really hope that I can give... If anything, I would just at least like to get to a point where at least let enough people know so that they can then spread this series around. And but I'm gonna say this. I am not gonna be taking any credit for making this series well known. I'm not. I really am not. Like, I don't want that. I don't feel like I deserve that kind of thing. That kind of status of I got this series to be really popular. If it ever does, don't look at me No, I just don't think I deserve that. I think this creator deserves that because it's their reason for why this got so popular if it when it does. I just feel like it. I just don't deserve that kind of title. I'm just a stupid person who makes videos for just to try to entertain, and I just don't really think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a little too deep into this. But yeah, let's just go on to uh yeah. We're gonna go into log 8. Now the thumbnail for this looks like Frisk watching a TV with like a Metacon on it. And also the description said they're bonding, so
Log 8.
let's forget.
Dr. Elphys reporting her observations. Today is
Hi,
June
Elphys again.
27th, year 2000. Okay. So, it's been a couple of days since the
Again.
incident with Metaton. I'm doing better, I think.
Good.
Metaton's been coming by to help. I really
Nice.
appreciate it, since he has a whole TV show to take care of, after all. And, he's been kind of mad at me. I can tell. Not like yelling mad, but quiet mad. It's worse, honestly. He barely looks at me sometimes. And when he does, it's like I disappointed him. Like I broke something. I get that. I deserve it.
You don't deserve it, Albus.
But he's helping. Really. He's keeping an eye on Frisk when I need to work on other things. Or, sleep, finally.
Yes.
Yesterday, Frisk made another drawing and gave it to me. It was surprisingly sweet of them. It showed me and Metaton. Frisk looked at me like they wanted us to make up, I think. They keep trying to get Metaton's attention. Like, they poke at him sometimes when they leave their confinement for testing or whatever else. They're just tapping at his arms or following him with their eyes, like a child that doesn't understand personal space. And to be fair, that might just be it. Metaton, he was handling it okay at first, I think. Ignored it. But then yesterday, he kind of snapped at them.
Oh.
He turned and just asked them, "What do you want from me?" Loud. Louder than he's been lately. It was so sudden I must have jumped a foot in the air. He's stressed. I can tell. I feel guilty to drop this weight on him. Right next to the weight of not being on set as often as he should be. Anyway, Frisk just tilted their head and then said, "Show?" I wasn't expecting that. Metaton wasn't either. He told them, kind of awkwardly, that he does run a TV show. Frisk blinked and didn't say anything else, just stared at him. So I thought maybe it was worth.
I just kind of realized that I kind of just zoned in there for a second. I just realized that I was like just not. I just realized I wasn't speaking for that like for a long while there. I was just honestly just. See, the thing with me and kind of like how I watch stuff, and this is something that if you notice for like Hell of a Boss or the Amazing Digital Circus, well, actually specifically for like stuff that premieres, like the Amazing Digital Circus or any glitch show, that's why typically you will not ever see me watch it premiere. Like why I've stopped trying to watch stuff on premieres when I'm doing video reaction videos because I literally this is how I watch stuff. I literally just I think this is how everybody watches stuff. well, most everybody. There's probably some people, but I just like zone in and just watch it, and I just don't speak in the slightest, and I just like for like the entire time. I like sometimes when I like don't sleep at night, I will talk a lot more than I normally do. It's for some odd reason I just do that. But anyway, I don't know what the side tangent is. It's just with stuff like this, it's for me, it's a little bit. I don't really know how to react. It's not that it's bad. It's not like the series is bad because of it. It's just something that I don't really know how to. It's just, you know, because it's not like the oh my god, what the freak is that thing? Or like, that's messed up. Like, I can't react to that because I've that's one of the series' biggest strengths is it's not relying on like the you being shocked at it or you being like kind of like that. They just have stuff and they do it, and the the concepts alone and how they are handling it just make it creepy to a point where you're just like, oh, these are really creepy. And it's not and it doesn't feel forced. It just feels like they're using what they have in to an incredible degree, having some really scary concepts and also concepts that are uncanny in a different sort of way. Instead of like facial like look, it's more of other things. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's just like the no heartbeat thing is uncanny in a way that I just can't describe it.
For try to give them something to do aside from drawing.
Yeah.
So I brought down an old little TV, hooked it up in their room, and Frisk just watched. Like, really watched. Like, the world disappeared and only the screen existed. Then, yesterday, I caught them trying to copy him. Metaton, I mean, as he was leading his show. The poses, the gestures, even the way he flips his wrist when he says his name. I don't even know how they got it that accurate. Not without practicing. Not without watching him for years, like I did. And today, when Metaton came in, Frisk did it again. They struck one of his signature poses. They didn't say anything, but it was like an invitation, sort of. Like they were saying, your turn. Like they were inviting him to lead a cute little show together. And shockingly, Metaton chuckled. Just a little. I could tell he was caught off guard, but not negatively. It wasn't one of his fake stage laughs. It was a genuine laugh. I think they might be bonding a little. It was kind
So that's what it meant in the description when it says they're bonding.
of endearing. Maybe Frisk is trying to make friends, like with Papyrus in particular, or maybe they're just copying again, trying to find something to fill the space where a person should be, as they gradually lose their sense of self.
One of the things I think I'm realizing that Frisk, this is going to be this wasn't ever going to be like a genocide or neutral. This was going to be true pacifist. And the reason that I think that is just because Frisk is acting so friendly that I really think that Frisk was going to save the underground. But like through like kindness and all that. And but because of all of this, but Frisk still has that kindness and wanting to become friends with everybody and not solve things with violence, which is shown because Frisk never attacks. Which is, I just really like how they're building up. And it's just like, this is stuff that I really wish that more analog horrors did. Instead of like this crazy calamity that you're freaked out about, like you're really grossed or disturbed by, it's creepy, but it's something. It's just like I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if you guys. I could just be spitting bullcrap here. It's just like so fun. I'm like this is. I'm so shocked about how good this is. Like I just can't believe it. Like you would think something like this would be like so popular right now, but it's just not. And it's just hurting my brain. I just can't comprehend that. It's just so good. I can't.
Longer their souls shattered for. Still, it's nice to see the two of them like this. End of log 8.
Alright. Oh no. Trigger warning, guy. We got a trigger warning here. There's gonna be some gore in this. So if you guys are triggered by that, I will either, depending on how much there is, I'll either, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, you could skip this, but what I probably will do during the video is, if there's, like, only, like, parts of this that happen that are, like, gore related, I will definitely, like, put, like, a timestamp up beforehand of when you can skip to in order to not see it, but yeah. So let's go on to vlog 9. Alphys, oh my god, I swear those auto-generated captions are really getting to me. I keep saying vlog instead of log. I really don't know why that's happening. Now, there's actually a little bit, for the first time ever, I'm actually gonna read this description, because it's actually something. Frisk, that's not how you make a garden. Jesus fucking Christ, Frisk. Also, if anyone is, like, interested in, like, reading more about this AU, oh, so, like, reading up, but I probably won't. I'll probably, like, what I'll probably do is, I'm probably just gonna react to this, but, like, afterwards, I'll look through, like, the rest of these descriptions and see what else there is. But, yeah, let's do this, and hop straight into this. This could be the first time where I get disturbed. Who
Log
knows?
9. Dr. Alphys reporting.
Which wouldn't take away...
June 28th.
I should probably mention that if, like, something, like, disturbs me, or, like, I'm like, oh my god, I'm just gonna let you know that's not taking away from what I was saying earlier. It's just that, you know, like, honestly, there is some stuff I kind of, like, if it just happens, I won't be mad by it. It actually would add more to my, just, you know, it's just not gonna take away, I would say.
I don't know how... Where do I even start? I thought I'd seen the worst already. I really did. But today was something else.
Oh, that's not a
Marathon
great sign.
had to leave last night. He had other duties, shows to tend to, and I told him it was fine. I thought it would be fine.
Oh no.
Undyne came over in the morning. Said she wanted to help, to check in again. I was grateful, obviously.
Yeah.
I thought maybe her being here would make things feel normal again. I was wrong. Not because of her being here, of course. It's just... we went down to check on Frisk, and
Oh boy.
there was blood everywhere. It was dark. It didn't even look right. It looked rotten. Like it shouldn't even exist. Streaked across the floor and smeared across the walls and scattered their organs, their intestines. They had pulled them out, ripped them out, barehanded, and they were just playing with them.
Bro. Bro. I'm not even gonna joke with you. That hit harder than Toriel eating Asriel or her own child's arm. I don't remember if it was Tar or Asriel. In the other Undertale Analog Horror, this just hit way harder. The thing that I think that makes this worse than that right now is the fact that it isn't done, because while it is for Toriel in that series, it was just because she was hungry and she wanted to eat. But this hits because it's just Frisk is so oblivious to this, and they're just playing with their intestines, like you do. I can't even joke with this because, like, honestly, that hit. Alright, well, let's just.
Frisk didn't even look at us when we came in. Just kept toying with what I think was their liver, squishing it like it was a toy. Undyne tried to stop me from approaching them. She told me to stay back, that they could be dangerous, but I didn't listen. I just had to see. I had to make sure they're okay. I asked them why they did this, what happened, and they just looked at me, skin pale, eyes fogged over like glass, and they just said, "Don't need him," and I feel lighter. I don't even know what to think about this. Frisk had episodes of harming themselves in the past. I've mentioned that, I think, messing with their already existing injuries, making them worse, but they never, Undyne and I, we clean it up.
I'm Dude, I can feel my eyes. I never can show this during videos because I don't have like a camera high res enough for you guys to be able to see, and I don't have a way to zoom in. But my eyes are. I just felt I can feel like the tear ducts. It's not to the point where I cried, but dude, this just hits. I'm nothing against Dr. Flying Fish, but this is how I think. This is the perfect way of making something disturbing without. I don't know how to describe it, but this just. Because. Like, analog horrors have done some stuff like this, have done, like, disturbing things. Dude. But what Frisk said hit, and I didn't even need to know how they said it. Don't need him. I feel lighter. Dude, this. I've been waiting for this series. I was thinking because, like I was talking about earlier, like, I really like how the series doesn't like make you go, "Oh, what? Like disturbed." But in like the back of my mind, I was wondering if they did do something like that, could they do it well? Could like they make it hit and not make it feel forced or anything? And they've done it perfectly. They did it. I feel like it is the perfect way of making something disturbing without it feeling forced or generic or just like
Was
I
it
don't know
was
how to describe it.
gruesome, like trying to erase a crime scene while the killer sits and draws in crayons. I looked over while we worked, and Frisk was just doodling, humming to themselves, like none of it mattered. Like they didn't just gut themselves, like it was just a game. Afterwards, I told them we needed to fix them up, and they pouted. They actually pouted like a child being told to clean their room. But they didn't fight it, not even when I started stitching. I had to do it manually. You know, sewing thread, needle, no healing magic.
Dang! You can see the whole chest cavity, bro. Okay, I know that was disturbing, and it is, but I gotta make it lighthearted. So first, just open it up like, they probably don't need this. Heart, not important. Doesn't beat anyway. Lungs, don't. Who needs to breathe anyway? I don't really use the bathroom, so we could take this out.
Works on them, and they'd removed too much, dug too big of a hole for bandages to even help. And then they reached into their pocket and they pulled out a golden flower again from one of the pots, I guess. They
That
looked down into their chest cavity, empty except for the bones, and they placed the flower inside. Undyne asked what they were doing. She looked angry, but I think she was just as scared as I was.
trying to
And
hide
Frisk
it.
just stared right at her and said, I want a garden. I like flowers. I saw Undyne shiver, I think, but then she just scoffed and told Frisk to stay still. She's really brave. I didn't take the flower out. I know I should have,
Organs
probably.
missing stitching from the
But what's the
incident.
point? It wouldn't matter. Not really. I just stitched them back up.
That's bad.
I called Mettaton later. He came over in the middle of filming, I think. He seemed pretty worried after I told him everything. Shocked. Like he didn't want to believe it. I promised him that I'd be honest, so I am. Not about everything yet, but I'm trying. I'm so glad to have a friend like him. I don't know if I can keep doing this. I don't think they tore their insides out for fun. It was almost like they were making space or something. I feel sick. End of log 9.
But I just realized this series did something great again. Did something really, really
Are you a
fantastic.
Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for you to earn digital gift cards from Roblox.
So, something I'm gonna talk about really fast. That before we do hop into vlog 10, something I want to praise this series for is that I understood, because the bad thing with this series, it's not like actually bad, but you know, like for people who could get who disturb easily or don't like gore, the bad thing with that is that I really love how they didn't show it. They did, but they just let your imagination run wild. That's the thing the series does really well, is letting your imagination fill in the blanks and just play it through and like picture the scene. And like you can imagine it, and it's just so creepy, and I just love it. And that's something this series does really, really well. And it looks like actually these next two this vlog and the next vlog are actually only 4 minutes. So these are like the shorter ones. So we're just gonna go into this. I probably will timestamp this video though.
Log 10. Dr. Alpha's reporting.
No, actually, I probably I will probably like timestamp like for intro and stuff. But I don't know if I will timestamp this stuff, because honestly, okay, probably what I'll do is I'll probably wait a while before I timestamp this video, just so that, because there's like the reason the reason I'm gonna do this is because typically when I timestamp, I would like to give the option for people who don't feel like rewatching the entire thing and would just like to see a certain part, like for reaction, to see someone's reaction. So I timestamp videos in order for them to find the tape and go to like where they and try to find like your reaction to a certain thing, and I just do that. But since I know there's like really not a lot of people that know about this, I probably will wait until I'll figure out when I would put timestamps, but I will eventually, but not now.
Today is the 30th of June, year 2000. I'm okay. I mean,
Nice.
I'm fine. I'm just a little tired. I haven't slept much. Not since, you know, the last entry. So today, I found Frisk. Not in their confinement, but in front of the old tape display screen. Listening to the tapes I found in New Home such a long time ago. I've forgotten all about them until now. They escaped their room, but I wasn't even surprised at this point.
Yeah.
I didn't even panic. I just felt relieved when I found them. They had the chance to run, but they didn't. They were watching the tapes, listening more like. From what I remember, none of those tapes have actual video footage. They were just sitting so still. Their face was blank, but not like usual. I think it looked melancholy? Is that the word?
I don't know what
walked over,
that kind of face looked like, so.
and I told them I was sorry that they had to hear that. I should have put those tapes away. And Frisk just looked at me. No words, no reaction, just slowly moved their hand to their chest, like they were holding something that wasn't there. I didn't know what to say. I didn't say anything.
Alright.
After that, I hid the tapes. No reason to leave those out, especially near the screen. And then today, I saw Frisk drawing again. Golden flowers, just page after page. Doodles. Some were
Getting
simple
worse, isn't
and
it?
childlike, others were really detailed. One of the drawings they gave to me, I ended.
that just gave me confirmation for me that it's Flowey. It's definitely something to do with Flowey. I see him. You see it. You see that beady little face. And there he is. Hey, Flowey, what did you do to Frisk? What all happened during the ruins, huh?
Up, pinning it to my board. One of the flowers even had a smiling face, so they probably wanted to cheer me up. Later, I asked
only knew.
why they like golden flowers so much, and they said, after a long silence, a golden flower visited me today. I didn't even know what to say. I just froze.
Does Alphys...
After that, I ran to check the camera feed. Like, maybe something got in? Somehow. I went through the footage.
Alphys doesn't remember.
There's just this one moment. Frisk is sitting on the floor, back turned to the camera, just sitting there. The audio's really messed up. Really bad. It's never been like this before. Static. And I couldn't make out any of the words, but I could hear two voices. Not one. Two. Not just Frisk talking to themselves. It was softer. Whispering. Like something else was with them. And it might have been small enough for it to not be visible to the camera. Since Frisk sat with their back turned to the camera and facing whatever it was. I don't know what to think. I keep telling myself it's nothing. Corrupted file, a bad mic, an echo, but if it's what I think it is, we might have bigger problems than I ever imagined.
I think Alphys
End
knows.
of log 10.
Alphys 100% knows who it is, because I was wondering if so let's go on to the... Wait, no, I was talking. My left ear felt a little weird, so I was just making sure that it was okay, but what was my tangent is I was wondering if Alphys remembers about Flowey, and I was wondering if Alphys would froze because she realized that. But I think she does, because she's talking about if it is really what she thinks it is, then there's a bigger problem. Wait. Can I not?
Make it cold.
With AC Pro, anyone can recharge their car's AC. Like a pro. Be a pro with AC Pro.
My ear feels better. So we are now on vlog 11, and the description already said, I'm not going to read the bottom of the description just in case, but it says, ha, bet you didn't expect that, huh? Which is not great to think. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen.
Log 11. This is Dr. Alphys speaking. 3rd of July, year 2000.
Now we're in the next month.
Okay. So, this is gonna sound crazy, but I think I actually found something. Something real. Okay.
Alright.
I found some old logs. Deep in the true lab archive. Not mine. I don't know whose they were. They look very professional. I mean, like, clean formatting lab-grade records. Something like made by head royal scientist. But what's weirder than that is every time the author is mentioned, there's just nothing. It's like the name's been smudged, ripped, coffee stains,
It's
water
Gaster.
damage, burns even on each one. I don't know. Every time there's an intro like, this is Doctor, and then just gone. Completely unreadable.
It's 100%
Weird,
Gaster.
right? Anyway, the logs are about determination. More in-depth studies than anything I've ever had access to. Someone was studying it, studying human determination in particular. The author mentioned having access to some of the human souls already. More precisely, perseverance. So, those notes aren't even that old. And, here's the thing. Every human has some determination, we've known that. That's what keeps them stable after death. That's why they can persist. But Frisk's soul, it's made entirely of determination.
That 100%.
And that should mean that not only should it be able to persist after death, but also resist death. And that's pretty odd because, as we know, it's shattered. So that means it didn't have enough determination to even persist after death, never mind refuse it. That leads me to suspicion that Frisk's soul must have been at the capacity of less than 10% of determination at the time of death, which is pretty shocking considering it's entirely made of it, or at least it should be. Normally, it's possible for a human to lose their soul trait by somehow making decisions that deny it. For example, a human with a bravery soul losing their trait more and more with each cowardly decision they make. It's sad though, if you think about it. Usually, it takes a human years to lose so much of their trait. It should take so many moments of resignation for Frisk to lose their trait to such an extent. Maybe the surface isn't as much of a happy place anymore as the monsters.
So that's interesting. And we're finally getting to the point where we're going to be learning more. And I'm really excited because I'm really wanting to figure out what's all happening. So, so what we just saw was the reason why Frisk lost their trait, and we know Alphys won't know this, but it's because of resets. So with every reset, Frisk just lost, did stuff that wasn't determined, wasn't in their soul trait of determination, and they just kept losing it. But now, it's I still think that because it's a determination, soul, it's still determined, but it isn't determined to survive after death, but it's keeping the body alive after death. Or, I think I know. It's because since the soul is shattered and it isn't completely gone, Frisk is still alive, but is technically dead because there's nothing, because the soul is shattered. But because there's still determination in it, it's still persisting after death.
Have thought. Anyway, my idea is, the author of the notes, their research seems to point towards the assumption that a human soul could be repairable if given enough determination to stabilize itself. We have the other human souls, all 6, and if I could just extract a small amount of determination from each one, not enough to damage them, but just a little, and then inject it into Frisk's soul, I think it could stabilize. It could trigger a response, maybe even repair itself, make the soul whole again. Oh my god, I think I can fix this. I'll just have to tell Asgore. I'm sure he'll be overjoyed once I explain everything. We can finally be free. We can destroy the barrier.
Alright, we gotta...
We can...
Where is my child?
Oh! 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 I'm so excited. Oh, they finished chapter 3 and 4 of Deltarune during this.
This is Artlist.io, a platform built to empower.
Dude, I'm not even gonna stop. We're just gonna go like straight into this. No stopping.
Log 12.
So I'm
Alpha
really curious.
speaking.
Tutorial.
July 4th, year 2000. A lot has happened in the last 24 hours. I guess I'll start from the crash. Yeah, so the former queen, Toriel, made her way out of the ruins and ran straight here. She, wasn't alone. Sans was with her. I think he was trying to stop her, calm her down, but she was crying, angry, terrified. She kept shouting at me, asking where Frisk was. When I looked at Sans, he just kind of gave me an awkward shrug. I guess he's not very good at keeping secrets either. Anyway, I tried to explain. I told Toriel that Frisk is here because we're trying to help. That I'm not hurting them. I never have. Sans helped a little too. He got her to sit down. Toriel gave us more of the entire picture. The last piece, I think.
Oh.
I already knew from Undyne and Papyrus and Sans that Frisk's soul was shattered before they reached Snowdon. But Toriel, she said that by the time she met Frisk, they were already in that state too.
Oh.
Now, there's no proof that she's saying the truth since there's no one else to back it up, but just looking at her, at how genuinely scared she seemed for Frisk, I don't think she was lying.
Yeah.
So, they really must have died on impact while falling to the underground.
There is one other thing.
No one killed them. They just fell, hit their head wrong, and died. The distance between the opening in Mount Ebbe and the bottom of the underground in the ruins is about 70 feet, which means that survival is definitely not guaranteed. Even if the 7 humans that fell before Frisk survived, with injuries, either minor or major, maybe Frisk was just unlucky.
Or
anyway,
a certain yellow
Toriel
flower.
said they went to sleep in their bed one night, and the next morning, they were gone. And they left her a note. She gave it to me. I'm holding it right now. I can barely read the handwriting, but please don't stop me. Please don't go after me. I need to do this. It's how I make this right.
Oh.
Toriel said she let them go, put her fears aside for them, because she believed they needed to do something important. She hoped maybe someone would help them, treat them kindly. She hoped Frisk would make monsters Asgore realize that they can't be hostile towards humans forever. She hoped they would realize what it leads to. She didn't know. She couldn't have. But then Sans slipped up about Frisk's whereabouts, that they're here, and Toriel didn't like the sound of that. She thought we were keeping them here against their will. that we were experimenting on them, trying to figure out their peculiar circumstances by horrible means. This is a lab, after all. I don't blame her. I can't.
Yeah.
She asked where they are again. And I was just about to answer. I was about to say that they're fine, just resting. And then we heard it. A sound from the true lab. A loud, horrible... Something slammed, cracked, tore through the foundation.
What?
We all jumped. Stans was up in an instant. And we all went down to the true lab immediately. Right to the confinement room. And Frisk was gone. The room was torn open. Not from the inside, from the outside. The floor was cracked, and tiles shattered like something dug its way in. And took Frisk. Or maybe it finally allowed them their escape. I don't know. I have no idea what it was. Not yet. I've tried checking the camera feed again, and the camera viewing Frisk's room, it cut off moments before the break-in takes place.
Flowey, you
When
little...
I went to check on it, it looks like it's been crushed while still in its place by the ceiling. Way too high for anyone to reach, really. Anyone ordinary. I have no idea how, since
it's 100%
the door
Flowey.
to Frisk's confinement was locked, the glass wasn't shattered, and if the camera was outside of it, then how did it get damaged? All that was left in the room were golden flower petals. I already called Undyne and Metaton. We're searching everywhere. The entire underground is searching. All of us. Checking every inch. We're going to find them. We have to.
Oh, that's so...
They're our last hope. End of log 12.
Don't settle for less. Get more power for your money with Rayovac. Don't power part of the party. With Rayovac, everyone will have a good time. With the cost of Duracell, not so much. Don't overheat on that tropical vacation. Get more savings and power more with Rayovac.
Dude. What do I say anymore? Like, I've praised this series already to high heaven. I really just don't have anything else I could say at the moment regarding this. I'm really into this. I want to see... We are actually, though, almost done. We have log 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Which I am really... The one I'm very, very wanting to see is this one. Now, I know it looks like I've watched it. I have not. Because if you remember at the intro, this was the video that I found that led me to discovering this series, and to the point of even being the video, the thing that is... Okay, I messed that up, but this video right here is the entire reason you are sitting here watching this right now. That log 15 is the reason you are sitting here right now. I haven't seen it, though. For some odd reason, sometimes when you click on a YouTube video and you don't watch it, it says that you've watched it, like the entire thing. It does that sometimes. I don't know why. I have not watched log 15. I don't know what it is. But yeah, let's go on to... This is now another short one right after a 6 minute. This is only 4 minutes long. So let's just go into it.
Log 13. It's Dr. Alphys, July 6th, year 2000. It's been 3 days. 3 days since Frisk escaped or got kidnapped. So, I didn't check the stabilizer, the one of their soul shards. I didn't think to check it. I was so focused on Frisk and everything that happened. I only realized after I recorded the last log, when I was trying to calm down, and I looked at the console and
It's gone?
they're gone. The shards, all of them. The stabilizer it's destroyed, not just opened, ruptured. And the camera that monitored it, destroyed too. Crushed. I rewound the footage. Not that it mattered. The whole feed glitched out before the soul was taken. Just static. It knew somehow. Whatever it was that did all of this mess. I started checking every camera across the underground. I've been trying to stay in contact with Undyne and Mettaton. They're splitting the search areas alongside the Royal Guards and other monsters, while I try to find Frisk on cameras. But it's not helping because Frisk is destroying every camera they find. I don't know how, but it's like they know exactly where they are, even when they're well hidden. Each time, either they throw something at it, climb up high enough to smash it, or one time, I swear something green and thick slithered across the lens before crushing it.
It's
I don't even know
Flowey.
what I saw.
Alright, so...
Iris came over today. He's also been looking for Frisk with the others, I think. Tried to cheer me up, bless him. But I'm still so worried. Not just about the underground and the others. Not just about Asgore. I'm worried about Frisk. At first, they were just a resource, a tool, soul, our seventh human, our last hope. But I realized I started to care. I mean, yeah, they were weird and creepy sometimes, but also sweet, endearing. The drawings, the way they imitated people, how they watch Mettaton's shows just to try and engage him the next day when he came over. And those rare little smiles they'd give sometimes when they gave someone a doodle or hugged Papyrus. Mettaton called earlier. He said Frisk reached the core. Just an hour ago or so. He made sure to check on the monsters trying to stop them, but no one can. No one can stop them. They still don't dodge, so the further they go, the more messed up they get. It's awful. They always find their way out of a battle without hurting anyone. They just walk forward. Straight through, like they've done it all before 1,000 times over.
Oh, trust me, they definitely have.
They know where they're going. I do too. What's going to happen when they'll reach Asgore? End of log 13.
Alright, so the next one I'm very curious about because the thumbnail has Flowey in it. It has Flowey. You can see his beady little face right there. I don't know how I'm gonna show that in the video. I don't know if I'll zoom in or something, but that's definitely Flowey. Alright, but I have to... Let's continue.
Log 13. It's Alphys. July 6th, year 2000.
Okay, the same day.
I don't know how to say this. I wish I didn't have to see this. I wish I could bury it. Pretend I didn't see it. But I did. And now I can't unsee it.
Flowey?
Every single camera Frisk came across, they either managed to destroy it or something else did. Either way, I couldn't get a clear view of him until they reached Menaton, when he had an entire filming crew broadcasting the capturing of the 7 human live, naturally. And they looked, oh my god, their body, they're barely even standing. And there were so many wounds, so much blood. And then I saw something else peeking out from under their shirts. Something golden. Flowers. Growing right out of their skin.
Whoa.
And they reached Menaton. And I've never been so scared. I thought, what if he couldn't stop them? What if they could get hurt? Any of them? But Risk didn't attack. They didn't fight. They wouldn't even dodge. They just stood there like they were ready for anything. Menaton, he tried. He tried his best. But I could tell it didn't feel right to him.
Yeah.
Even though he tried to keep up his usual TV persona. At one point, one of Menaton's attacks caused Frisk to fall over, almost like they were knocked out cold. But they weren't. They tried to move themselves back up, but didn't seem to have the strength. And just as Menaton was about to approach, long green vines, they sprouted out from the ground around him, ripped through the ground and wrapped around Menaton's limbs. Tight. So tight I heard the metal groan up through the mic and then break. And then a flower appeared between them, between Frisk and Menaton. I knew what it was the second I saw it. The flower I injected determination into. The one that vanished. I only ever saw one flower move on its own before. And now, it's back. Everything that is happening, it was because of this thing. It broke Frisk out. It destroyed the cameras that they couldn't reach. It's been watching, mocking us all this time. And Menaton collapsed. He couldn't take it. The damage. That heavy sound. The way he hit the ground, I felt it in my chest. The flower mocked him, I think. I wasn't really listening by this point. And then, all of a sudden, Risk grabbed the flower and picked it up, ripped it from the ground, stared it down. I couldn't see their face, but I saw the flower's face. And it didn't see it coming. It looked surprised, petrified almost. It even called them best friends, I think. They were working together. And then Risk threw it aside, almost vengefully, and they walked over to Menaton. They tried to lift him, tried to help. They didn't have the strength, so they just kind of gently placed him back down and hovered over him for a bit and left. And that flower vanished back into the ground again. I got to Menaton right after. I managed to bring him back to the lab with the help of the Royal Guards. I worked on him until his systems were stable again. He's okay, but he's, well, as he phrased it, less than glamorous. Yeah. The entirety of the underground saw that broadcast.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
He told me that Frisk said sorry. It stuck with me. It hurts, actually. After everything, they still apologized. apologized after suffering so much. Apologized for something that wasn't even their fault. They're headed for a new home now. I know it.
Yeah.
I saw them on the feed. One less camera in the core, just before the city. I don't know what's going to happen next, and what happened to that flower. I'm still scared. I'm scared to see what comes next.
Oh, but I'm ready, Alphys. Give it to me.
Log 14.
Alright. Now, here we are. The video that I randomly happened to stumble across, and the reason that you are watching this video right now. It is finally time for us to see this vlog. I am so excited. I have no idea what this will be, but as my introduction to the series, I finally get to see if this video is finally worth this long wait, and I think it will be. But also, if you look, we only had this video, and we only had, after this video, there's only 2 left, and we'll be done. I can't believe it. This is going to be a very long reaction, I can already tell, but I'm really excited to see how this all ends. So, without a further ado, let's finish. Well, I can't say that, but let's watch this. Give me that captains.
Log 15. Today's July 7th, year 2000. First, Metaton. He's okay. Really okay. Recovered quicker than I thought he would.
Alright.
I mean, he's not gonna be back on stage right away or anything. He said his systems feel, brutally mistreated, and I quote, but he's back to being his usual dramatic self, hanging around the lab for the time being. It's kind of reassuring, honestly. And, he hasn't said it out loud, but I think he's rooting for Frisk. I really think so.
Yeah.
His cousin visited him today.
That's the Luke!
A surprisingly emotional scene. They spent a bit of time catching up. I'm glad. Metaton seemed genuinely happy. Anyway, I was scared to check the cameras. I mean, really scared. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. I thought, what if I saw something awful again? And I almost didn't look. Almost.
Alright.
But I did. I saw them. Frisk. Live feed. Standing in the middle of that long golden hallway. The one midway from New Home. I think they were trying to regain strength since yesterday. Probably hiding somewhere nearby before they entered. Their body... There were more golden flowers growing out of them, from under their shirt, mostly around the chest. Like they were blooming from the inside out, which I don't want to think about, frankly.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that flower anywhere. The one that moves. I was so focused on Frisk that I didn't even realize that Sans was there too. He was there, just standing at the other end of the hall. I didn't even know he was getting involved into the search. But there he was, and I felt this weird rush of relief, like, yes, Sans will stop them. He'll take them back. He's strong. But at the same time, like I said, I have mixed feelings about this as of late. They talked. I couldn't make out the words. The echo in that hall is awful for audio. But Frisk, they talked more than I've ever heard. I think I heard more of their voice in that moment than in every other moment combined.
Dang.
Oddly enough, just
Judgment?
looking at them, they seemed almost guilty. I don't know.
Sans casting that judgment.
And Sans, he looked tired. Conflicted. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, really. But then, shockingly, at the end of their chat, he just kind of walked by them, patted them on the shoulder, and left. I thought he was there to stop them. But he
he's
left.
the judge.
He let them through. And I won't lie, I felt glad. I don't know if I should, but I felt glad that he let them go.
Yeah.
So, I haven't talked to Sans about it. I don't think I will. I don't think I would get an answer either way. But whatever it was, I think it was important.
Yeah.
It felt important. Like, it was almost like Risk was trying to make up for something. They stood there for a long time after Sans left, like they couldn't move. At one point they lifted their arm up and rubbed at their face. I couldn't tell from the angle, but I think they might have been crying. Maybe.
Yeah.
And then they moved forward, toward the heart of New Home, toward Asgore.
Mm-hmm.
All of that happened about an hour ago. It's gonna happen soon. The final confrontation. I know there'll be monsters trying to stop them as they walk through the capital. Royal guards, some citizens for sure. But if I've learned anything from watching Frisk this whole time, it's they'll make it. I don't know if they'll fight or talk or something else entirely, but they'll make it to him. And I'm done watching from the screen. I can't just sit here anymore. I've made so many mistakes in my life. Hiding, lying, avoiding consequences, not facing what needs to be done. Risk is a child who still wants to make something right, even if everything hurts, even if they're falling apart, and if they can make their way through the entirety of the underground just to achieve something, then maybe I can too. Maybe I should.
Let's do
I
this.
want to. I'm going to New Home. I need to be there for Frisk. Somehow it feels like I can fix something. Like I can solve something. Right way, not for a royal scientist, just for a person. No matter what side I end up on, I want to be there for Frisk, regardless of how this all ends. I want to believe in them, just like they're trying to believe in themselves. I want to be a better person, a better friend, a friend that doesn't hide secrets, someone others can depend on, a royal scientist that admits their wrongs. I want to be more honest, answer all those awful letters, reveal everything, face what I've done, accept the mistakes I've made, make them right somehow, solve it right. I want to go and tell Asgore exactly what I think. Tell him that fighting isn't an option here. It never should have been. Even if it costs me everything. I won't be a coward this time. And if it can't be fixed, what I've done, I will take full responsibility. I won't run away from it anymore. I'm done hiding. I'm done being a coward. I'm going to New Home.
Alright.
End of log 15.
That was so good. That was really good. Yeah. That was so worth the long wait to see what that is. Also, trigger warning, gore. And now, oh boy, we have, after this, we will have the final video so far, or maybe it is the final video of this series, but another thing, but before we get that, we have to go through almost for an 8-minute video. This is the longest video in the series. And oh boy, I feel like at this point, why wait? Let's just hop into this and see what happens.
Log 16. It's Dr. Alphys.
And I
July
always forget to do
8th,
that.
year 2000.
That actually kind of scared me a little.
I'm at a loss. I mean, what do you say when everything just changes? When your whole world just flips and you're still trying to find the floor beneath your feet. Everyone's leaving the underground. I mean, like, really leaving. There's sunlight now. Real sunlight. I saw it. We all did. It's not a dream. I keep thinking it's a dream, but it's not. Asgore's alive. He's stable, even after everything. The fight between him and Frisk, it did happen. But according to him, Frisk never fought back. Not once. Not even when they had every right to. And Asgore eventually stopped, seeing that it's pointless. He said that maybe he isn't meant to be a king anymore. That maybe Toriel was right. I think he realized just how wrong this whole thing was. Or maybe he really did think that Frisk had earned their freedom. He encouraged them to take his soul and cross the barrier. And Frisk, they refused. And when he asked them why, they just reached into their pocket and showed him their soul. And of course they couldn't cross the barrier even if they wanted to. They were broken still, even if they had a monster's soul. Their human soul was still broken. That's why it struck me so odd that even though they knew they couldn't cross the barrier, they still went forward through the entirety of the underground. I don't know what they wanted to do. I still don't quite know what they wanted to do. And then I showed up. I was running. I didn't know what I was even gonna run into. I just knew I couldn't let either of them die. Not like this, and I wasn't alone. Everyone came shortly after. Toriel, looking to be right about ready to beat Asgore up, honestly. Undyne, Metaton, he was mad, by the way, that I ran off without telling him. The Skeleton Brothers, everyone. And Frisk just stood there, staring. I've never seen that look on their face before. It was like they forgot how to breathe. Like they couldn't believe we showed up. Like maybe a part of them never expected anyone to come. But then, vines. The same ones I've seen on the camera feed before. We all got wrapped up in them. Everyone except Frisk. That flower. I knew it had something to do with this. I knew it wasn't done. I don't even remember much of what happened next. The flower, it stole the human souls and absorbed them right before our eyes. And then we all woke up, all together. Frisk and the flower gone, nowhere to be seen. We got to the barrier and it was shattered. Completely just gone. And none of us could understand how. Frisk's soul was broken after all. It shouldn't have been possible. We went
We know
outside,
what happened.
out of the
But this time
underground,
Frisk didn't
to
survive.
the surface. For the very first time. I've never seen or felt the sun before. It felt liberating.
This is gonna...
And
The
then we
next
saw
episode
them.
is the last
Frisk,
one.
on the ground, laying
Oh.
there. We ran to check on them, and the wound on their chest, the one I had stitched up, it was open again. But inside, it wasn't just gore or damage or... No, it was flowers. Golden flowers growing inside of their chest cavity. Like a garden. A resting place. A vessel. And in the middle of it all, the 7 human souls. All resting inside them. The flower, it must have given them back, I guess. After it stole them, Frisk, they offered themselves as a vessel. They weren't a human anymore, after all. A human can't absorb other human souls, but they weren't human anymore, just a corpse. Something that could contain the human souls, like the containment jars that they've been kept in all these years. My theory was right. After Frisk made contact with them, their own soul had seeped just enough determination from each one, enough for it to recover. For a little while at least. Just long enough to break the barrier. But their body, it couldn't take it. The strain, the wounds, the lack of organs, of course. I think their soul just gave out. With the monster residue magic and determination slowly fading, not even Torio's healing worked. And when it became clear that there was nothing we could do, Frisk reached out, took my hand. It spooked me really bad, but Frisk smiled. They looked almost relieved. Looked at each one of us, and their soul shattered one last time. The remaining 6 human souls shattered shortly after. Maybe they were finally free too, like us. I keep trying to rationalize everything, wrap my head around everything that has happened, but in the end, it doesn't even seem to matter, because Frisk is gone, for good this time. I know my time with them wasn't long. It was brief. I know they scared me, confused me, they made me question everything. The way they went about things, the way they defied logic and science, it frustrated me at times. But in the end, and I feel like I'm not the only one with that impression, it feels like I've lost a friend. I suppose this marks the end for this log. The very reason I've started it was because of Frisk and the circumstances of their existence. And now that they're gone, it all feels kind of pointless now, doesn't it? May they rest in peace, wherever they are right now. I'm sure it's better than here. End of log 16.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, I think I knew that I could say something, and I was thinking I should say something, but honestly, I decided against that. I just decided to soak it all in, and that ended. I don't know what to say anymore. Besides that, this has been an incredible I don't even know. I don't know if to call this an experience, but I don't think that even thinking that is great. This was a journey, an incredible journey with its creepy moments, its lightheartedness, and just everything in between was just so good. And we got one last one. Now, I'm going to guess that this is just like afterwards. But I do think we need to experience this if we want to finish this series. So, yeah. So, for one last time, and for the final time, we shall start. I will click play on this bad boy. It's crazy to think that it's done, and we'll be finished with this. But, like I said, we have one last thing to go for. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If I don't speak a lot, I'm just soaking
Block
this in.
17.
Hi, Alphys.
It's Dr. Alphys. Today is August 8th, year 2008. Exactly 1 month since Monster Kind has been freed. I wasn't going to do another one, really. But I guess it felt wrong not to. It's been a month. A whole month since the barrier broke. Since everything changed.
Yeah, I imagine it would.
Yeah, I guess this is kind of a conclusion log? A closure one? The big wrap-up? Everyone's handling things differently. Some better than others. Toriel, I think she's been taking it the hardest. She misses them. I see it every time she talks about the human kindergarten class that she teaches now. Asgore's not doing great. Mentally, I mean. I think everything's catching up to him now. The guilt, the past, the loss. I don't blame him. He busies himself with tending to flowers, like he usually would in his spare time. Undyne's doing better. Like, really better. She became a police officer, can you believe it? Humans were actually really impressed by her. We hang out a lot. She's so cool. Anyway. Sans and Papyrus visit me a lot. They check in, keep me company. I can tell Papyrus misses Frisk a lot. Sans, on the other hand, he seems to look a lot healthier. He actually tried to take up some sort of a job. At a store, I think. Clearly, living on the surface really brought him some motivation. Metaton is already flirting with Stardom on human TV. Of course. But he calls every night. Swears he'll take me to a red carpet event one day. Even if I just want to stay at home and watch anime. I'm happy he's trying to help me socialize more, though. Everyone's healing. Slowly. But healing. And me? I don't know. I decided not to go back to science as much. Not full-time, at least. I'm teaching now. Yeah, I'm a lecturer. Can you believe that? Me! I talk in front of crowds now. Well, I try. I've only fainted twice. But I'm learning. And as it turns out, the humans were really impressed with monster technology. It's completely different from the human one. I still keep the drawings Frisk gave me. They're really important. And we had a funeral for them. And for the other children, of course. I didn't expect so many monsters to show up. There were flowers and stories and tears. Risk changed a lot of people. They really did. They weren't just a savior. They became more than that. A companion. A friend. Maybe even family to some. We, the monster kind as a whole, really, was shocked to learn that the human race completely forgot about monsters. After decades upon decades, and centuries upon centuries, the story of us, imprisoned under the ground after a war, became a myth. Monsters became a cryptid. Eventually, magic faded completely from the world outside of Mount Ebott, with the humans learning to live in a world of science and ordinariness. Anyway, I made a decision. A big one. I told everyone about the True Lab, about what I did, what I hid there. Revealing it was awful. I was so scared. Terrified of what they would think, of what they would do. But I did it. I said I would, so I did. And they didn't hate me. I thought they would hate me. But the families, the ones of the patients, they were happy to see their loved ones again. In the end, I managed to breach death somehow. Not in the way any of us wanted. And I told them I would keep trying. I still work on them, even while I teach. I visit the families frequently to check on them and their patients, try to figure out how to fix what I broke, what went wrong. I don't know if it's even possible, but Risk did the impossible.
Yeah.
They defied death, bent the rules of this world just to do something right. So, I'll try too. I owe them that much. To never stop trying. To stay determined. I don't know exactly what Frisk was trying to do. Like I said, it made no sense. They were aware that they couldn't cross the barrier, and yet they still set out through the underground. But whatever they wanted to do, I think they succeeded. Somehow. They made things better. For us. For all of us. A patch of golden flowers grows atop their grave. I think they're at peace. So, yeah. I guess that's it. This is the last one. Last log. Thank you for listening, if anyone ever does. This was Dr. No, that doesn't feel right anymore, does it? This was Alphys, recording her observations. End of log. Goodbye, Frisk. You won't be forgotten.
Oh, wow. Dude, I've been recording for almost 2 hours. I just sat here for 2 hours reacting to this, and I do not regret it in the slightest. This... I don't know what to say right now. This has to be the most incredible thing I have ever seen recently. It is the best analog horror for Undertale I've ever seen. It had a happy ending. It wasn't bad. It was, even though it was scary and creepy at times and disturbing, it had such a happy ending. And I think that's really something you don't see a lot in analog horrors. And I like it for that. But anyways, guys, that was Flower Cavity. I think I've said everything I've had to say throughout the entirety of this reaction. Uh, I didn't think this was going to be as long as it was, but I'm so glad I spent my entire time sitting down and reacting to this. But I have nothing more to say. If I praised this, we would be here for so long, but I think this would be a really great place to end. I hope you guys did enjoy and as much as I did, but I'll get out of your hair and let you just catch the next one. And the outro won't be happening. I don't think this video needs that. But I'll see you later. Peace.